right, we're functional.
I should be so lucky. Okay, throat latch somewhere. Out of line. That's all that matters. That's mechanical advantage. Once the throat latch bulges equally on both sides, it becomes a longitudinal confrontation, and horses are very long, so that gives them huge advantage. Yeah, good, good. And the hard part for us humans quite often is to let them sort it. We tend to want to manage it, pull them into place, and say, "Got to get them on the bit. Got to get them on the bit." Well, yeah, someday, but you want them to arrive there by like that, by experimentation, not by being mauled. I don't suppose I have to remind you of that, but I keep saying it because in the dressage world, it's such a problem, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. So it's an inducement, but not an enforcement to stretch and reach. And that could be upward or downward, huh?
Yes.
And you have a choice about that. Whether you make the right choice for the level and conformation and mentality of the horse, well, okay, that I can't say. Ah, super. Super.
Good.
Oh, come on, horse. Move your bloomin' arse. Yes. Okay. Yes. Right. So it needs to be not only move over, but what else?
Prompt, quick,
Quick,
responsive.
quicken the tempo. Otherwise, we whack them and they go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Point made. So your priority maybe switches from throat latch out to move your bloomin' arse with quicker footsteps. And then we'll go back to the throat latch. That's all okay.
Sorry, you're breaking it. One sec. There. Sorry.
Good.
Say that. Okay. Jeez, huh, Dyntano?
So the switching of priorities can be so confusing, huh?
Yeah.
For the rider.
By definition, that should be easier, but yeah.
Yeah. But for riders not at your level and with your experience, and you say, oh, the priority is quick feet. And then the next minute you say the priority is throat latch out. And the next minute you say the priority is adduct inner fore. And that, of course, leaves them gasping. Yes, like a sturgeon just out of water.
Oh boy.
Don't slither to the outside. You need more force of opposition in the body core. Yes, a lot of opposition, forces of opposition in the body core. Ooh, good. Splendid, but enough already. Good. It wouldn't get a good score to horseshoe because he stuck his snout up, but it doesn't matter because you kept the issues clear, huh?
Yes.
And then over a little bit of time, he won't bother with that. Okay, counter pirouette. All right, never mind.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. Neat. No, that was more hopeful than effective. The first step didn't happen as a step to the side, and then it was big, and then it kind of drooled away. So the priority. Sorry.
Missed my first step.
Yes.
Basically.
First step and last step are very important. So this next time you are going to say, okay, the priority is not throat latch. First priority is not throat latch or any other thing. It is, God damn it, turn.
Okay, got it.
And then we can add back in other stuff. But that's the hardest, not the hardest, but a hard thing in riding is, or training animals, I guess, is because I have had many other kinds of animals, there has to be prioritization as to what you need or want at this moment. And it cannot be 8 things. Good. And pirouette. Don't prepare, don't wait. Beautiful. Good. Good. What a pumpkin. So, what I was saying, did you hear? Well, no, you would have been getting ready. But what I
heard.
oh, okay. What I was saying to Wendy, horses can learn stuff that dressage people can't imagine. And so they just think that they, the person, the rider, needs to grind harder to make it work. No, you need to teach it more clearly and say, I said turn, sucker. I don't care if you explode or leave or lose the gate or whatever. When I says turn, I means turn. Then we'll tidy it up.
And so since I'm countering to the right, so my left seat bone's already in the middle of the saddle, and my right seat bone's already towards the inside and lifted. And so I can't switch my seat bone to say I mean turn. So I'm saying I mean turn by the turn of my frontal plane. Or
it could be, but it could also simply be the direction of the downbeat of your outside seat bone. If you have enough tone in your upper body, you can direct the direction of the downbeat of your outside seat bone.
So the direction of my downbeat of my outside seat bone would be to move forward and towards the right.
Just towards the right.
Just towards the right.
For starters.
More, because it already is towards the right. So more towards the right.
Well, more dynamically.
Okay. That makes
sense. So it isn't, again, we have these terrible expressions. You're already sitting on the outside seat bone, but that's not the same as a dynamic shove.
Right. So I'm going to push it right with my downbeat.
Yes. But not sloshing.
Right. Oh, look, that worked. Okay. What do you know?
Now, I can't say that I'm very clever at this. I learned that before I learned it in writing. I learned it in dance.
Sure.
Because you cannot steer a woman around a ballroom floor at great speed in an odd posture without having some kind of dynamic influence and
Right.
as well as postural influence. It's not like cocktail lounge shuffling.
So in the walk, like if I'm doing a walk pirouette,
Yep.
there is no up and down. There is no vertical dynamic
Nope.
for the walk.
Nope.
So am I just shoving my left phone, just pushing it
Yeah.
forward
Just hold
towards
it.
the? Go ahead.
Yeah. Hold it to the right.
Okay.
And then when the horse goes, who cares? Then you kick it and say, honey, that may be a slight influence, but God damn it. Pay attention. You're supposed to be trained. Yes. Good. And then you decide what's gone wrong. If anything's gone wrong, the head goes up, the throat latch comes in, the hind leg goes out, and you fix that one at a time. That was good. Pretty good. I thought you let it go a little bit sloshy at the end.
Yeah, I probably did because I started thinking about what I was doing. So I probably did. But
yes, it has.
Going into it, all I did was think of. I didn't think. I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'm doing anything different with my seat bone, but obviously you can tell I am.
Yeah. So when the pirouette begins, it's very crisp. You hope. And when it ends, it's very crisp. You hope. You don't just peter out and go, oh, we're done. Yes, you look at me like funny, horsey. All right, so do what I had Wendy do, is pick up the canter pirouette from halt. I mean, I had her pick up camp, it doesn't matter. Yes. Hey, going somewhere? He said, oh, I don't know this trick. I haven't done this one before. Shoulders are up, elbows are up. Good. Good. A little respite. Oh, good. Pat him. What a punks. So it took him a few seconds to sort out what it might be that you were on about, eh?
Yes.
And the important thing, which is what women do so dreadfully badly, not you particularly, but in general, is they start mushing about trying to make things different instead of just sitting there going, I'm going to do this again. And this is my aid. This is my position. And I'm going to stimulate you to try something. And when you're lousy at it, I'm going to stop you and then I'll stimulate you again. But I'm not going to start thrashing around. That is the big dilemma for the DQs.
Yes, I have to send you. I'll send you this picture. I'll text it to you. There's a picture. I think it's of a trainer advertising her services. Now that I think about it, she's probably doing ones across the diagonal, or she might just be doing tempies in general on this bay horse and a double bridle. And she's literally like this far over its shoulder in the tail. I'll have to send it to you.
How splendid. I don't know how to send text, but one of my students sent me a text. I was telling Wendy of a guy that does vaulting, difficult, high level, hard stuff at the canter on a horse of liberty.
On a what?
A horse at liberty.
Oh, at Liberty. Oh, that's fun.
Fun? I was agog. I wouldn't know how to do that. Ooh, again.
There we go.
Left shoulder blade. It must go down towards your right hip for the pirouette.
Well, I wasn't trying to do a pirouette. I was trying to have him move off my inside leg because he was asleep. He fell asleep.
Okay.
Good boy. Good boy.
A big risk for women riders when they push a horse outwards, like I tell you to do, is that they flop to the right, slosh to the right, hang to the to the left in this
To the
case.
left. I know what you meant.
So you've got to stay to the right while you kick his whatever's to the left. That's part of, yeah, go ahead. That's part of the forces of opposition principle. Elbows deeper.
Good. Good.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good noise. Good. When you plant your left shoulder blade to the right, it has to begin the pirouette. It started well, it ended well, and the middle was crappy.
And the thing that made it crappy in the middle was that I didn't fix what?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said something.
No. Beginning was good, the ending was good, the middle was huge.
The beginning, I just smacked him on the left shoulder hard because he didn't turn when I turned my pelvis.
Okay.
So that's why that was good.
All right, maybe that was it. Doesn't matter, do it again. It's all grist for the mill, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Staring fixedly at the knee of the goddess.
Yes.
Oh, that is so funny. Oh, good. Nice. All right, left shoulder blade down towards the right. Turn. Good, Pat. All right, I'm wondering if you simply don't have enough intent to turn.
Maybe, or when you yell at me, I just tense that much more that he gets it that much louder.
So he started well again, and then it got bigger and bigger. So, of course, outside rein, touch, 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 outside shoulder blade down towards the inside side, blah, blah, blah. And
maybe I'm not doing uppercut as much as I need
to. Don't know. Just give it a try again. It's too early to unless there's something obviously bad about what you do, which there isn't. It is a bit of a mistake to go, oh, I must do something different because maybe I did this wrong. Because maybe you did this just fine, and he went, I didn't like that. Yes, good. Good. So the priority was not bent and on the bit. It was stand the hell up, which was a yes, and turn, which was a yes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to pick him up and ask for chaos.
Okay. When it doesn't happen, poke him. Don't manage. Poke, scream, shout, and then stop. And what you're saying is good, it's enough. What you're saying is, honey, when I make tone and I make whatever I make as Q, you do, goddamn it, something. You don't go, well, I wasn't ready. Yes. Don't sink and sag into him. Hold yourself a little above him. Yes. Good. Yeah. It's a little spastic at the moment, but he's getting the general drift, huh?
Yes.
And we have to be reasonable. General drift may have to come before precision. So you decide, you look at my list, my paper called aid system. You decide what the aid is, and when it doesn't happen, you create some havoc and chaos, and then you're done. Because the havoc and chaos are for next time, in quotes. Okay?
Yes.
Because what people do, women particularly, of course, is they grind away endlessly. Not a good plan. Not at all a good plan. All right, so ask for Piaf. If you don't get it, create havoc and chaos and then be done. You don't create Piaf, you create havoc and chaos. Yes, pumpkin. That's dull. Yeah. Don't try to make it into Piaf. Try to make the tempo quick. Yes, like that. Yes, like that. Much better. Much, much better. If you just try to do it straight ahead, he just gets slower and straightening her with the hind legs. So this is on my list or my paper under startlement. So raise, he left. Okay, he's too dull. Move him laterally till the feet go fast. Yes, it's okay, it's over. Good. Give it another casual attempt. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Sideways. Yeah. Don't keep going. No. If you have to be sharp with him and say, move your gosh darn hind feet faster, do not try to turn that into piaffe. You get the faster, you hope, you get the faster, you say, that was it. Thank you very much. We try this again from scratch. No good. Kick him around, make him fast.
Too dull?
Oh, way too little, too dull. Good, it's over. And now ask for, again, a little piaffe-like steps. Okay. He started to plunge through you, and then you corrected it, fine. And then he stood up, all right, good. Another lesson learned. Yes. And then the other way, hind end, that you can do repeatedly. Good. Good. It's so important to separate, it's on my list, separate the issues. Yes. And everybody wants to do more issues at the same time. And the horses just can't quite sort it. There's some that have a great talent or so, yes, but then the rich Germans have already bought them.
I'm not rich or German.
So treat this like a trick, since we've been talking about smartness of horses and tricks, yeah?
Yes.
Give the aid for the piaffe once, and then swat with a whip, and then you're done. Whatever happens, you're done. Whack him, you're done. Good. Do it again. Pick your guts up. That's the aid for piaffe. If he doesn't get it, swat him, and then it's done. Good or bad? Yep. Yep. Much, much better. You could tell?
Yes.
Great. All right. So that was minimal management, maximum teaching. Does that make
I
sense?
like it. Yes. Minimal management, maximal teaching.
Yes.
I didn't sort it.
Yes. Oh, pumpkin. How confusing was that? Yes. I have an advantage over other dressage people because I have worked a lot with animals that are not trainable.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to figure out how to get the right reaction with the right impetus or input. Like even my parrot, he was so horrified and terrified when I bought him. There was no way I could train him to do anything. So I just had to operate around the fact that he had no functionality relative to me. And then when you get really stupid kinds of animals like ratites, the same thing. Yeah, they can't learn like this. But horses have a kind of smartness that well, it's not surprising. Ratites' eyes are bigger than their, not all ratites, but ostriches, their eyes are bigger than their brains. Oh,
I have a
pumpkin.
laboratory retriever like that.
Huh?
I have a Labrador retriever like that.
All right, pick up the reins and say, I'm doing my trot cue, and he's not going to do anything. You're going to swat him and you're done. And you're going to do that 10 times until he goes, I think that when you do this with your position, don't let him leave.
Oh, piaffing or trotting?
No, piaffe. Okay, we're done for a moment. Okay, and now lift. Okay, pick him up again. Lift your guts up. Push your shoulder blades down. That's the cue. Now swat him. All right, and again. Good. All right, let that be a lesson to you. That is about conditioning, huh? Hello? Oi? Well, I hear the hello.
There we go.
Ah.
Yes, it connected you to the car. I was like, I know you must be yelling at me, so I must have lost you.
So that last one was good. You must give him the chance to try something. Okay. Do not chase and screw into him and nag and drag. And then you do it again. And if he's too dull, you swat him. And if he's too hysterical, you move him laterally. But if he moves, you stop. You're done. And then you say, okay, we'll do it again. This goes back to what I said about horses being smart. Piaffe is not difficult if you do it decently. That wasn't good enough.
I know, I just slotted him, and so that was for next time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, too much forward. And the reason that's bad is because then he doesn't know what the hell he's. Oh, well done. Because then he doesn't know what the hell he's supposed to do, huh? Sometimes it's plunge forward, sometimes it's on the spot, sometimes it's sideways. Yeah, okay. You're a good guy. You're fine. We're doing good. Better. You're a fine guy. All right, we leave that, huh?
Yep.
But the principle, the learning principles, people don't get how animals learn generally. Because our way of learning is to be told what the situation is and be told how to cope with it and then be told to give it a try. But animals, you can't do that. You just say, do something. I'll tell you if it's a yes or a no. And so it becomes extremely important to be able to deal with the empathy aspect. I wonder what it's thinking. So you play with it like that and say, okay, I'm doing my cue for Piaf, which feels totally wimpy and silly and useless. And if you don't do something, I'm going to smack you. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to stop and do it again. Rather than I shall grind on indefinitely. Good, Pumpkin. Now, when you get the knack of the empathy stuff, you can do more of playing at Piaf in a session, but otherwise, there's always the danger that they just go, I don't have a clue, screw it. What a fine boy. All right, passage is a totally different thing, of course. What do you want to do?
I want to extend the downbeat and passage.
Okay. Your arms went up.
Okay. I felt it.
Good. That's the most important thing. It's number one on my main list, called recognition. Pretty good. When he goes high-headed, lift him further gently and outwards and say, but keep going, Pumpkin. There.
Boy.
That brought his knees up.
I felt that.
Good. Good. It's always tricky because there are so many aspects. There's the rain action, the body function, the aid giving. It's not like a sport that only involves us. Good.
There. Good
Yeah.
boy.
Good.
Okay, now walk.
Now, if it's rather good, then go ahead and ask for Piaf. But if you get anything at all useful, drop him. If you don't, passage on. Yes, he got stuck. Fine. Ooh, good. Wow. Better, huh? And the Piaf. Yeah,
Or lift.
that's not Piaf.
No, I stopped him
Why?
to give him a yes
Okay.
because he was doing it good.
Okay. That's a thoughtful reply. I appreciate that always, even if it isn't what I would have done. I didn't like that. You swatted him and he went, oof, oof. He should bounce away, stamp away, shuffle away at great speed. Ooh, good. Good. When you want Piaf, you stop him and hold still, and he'll stop, and you swat him. Hi! Good, it's over. So all that says is, honey, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you that stopping it wasn't the answer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that goes back to experimentation. Throat latch, yeah, and bowing into passage, and if he doesn't, swat him. Not terribly hard. We don't want to get him anxiety ridden, but ooh, good, eh? This is way better than yesterday. Way better. He just all right, drop him and pat him. I don't want to ask for the Piaf there because the transition from nothing into passage was so good. Does that make sense?
Yeah, don't get greedy.
Yeah. I'm always greedy. But
Don't
yes,
get greedy.
yes. So you sort of pick your issues and say, yowza, this needs rewarding, this does. All right, next trick.
To counter or chain.
Canter chain?
Counter, like change, counter,
Oh,
like
oh,
our
okay.
changes. I'm going to go back to our changes. So I want to do something totally different so he's not confused.
Okay. Fine. Beautiful.
Boy. Well, just place the throat latch.
That's fine. He got it. He got himself on the wrong track a little, huh?
Yep.
Giddy up. Okay, that was a problem of no giddy up. That was good. And again, make yourself a limit and say, I am going to go 5 strides and ask for a flying change, even though I know I won't get it. And he'll be a muddled mess, and I'll be a muddled mess. But we're going to get to the place where we say, well, be ready for golly's sake.
Boy.
Yes, that was 12, 9, and 10.
The main place he's not ready is that throat latch. It's waiting like 3 seconds too long at the new lead.
Okay.
That's why he can't move his legs because he's stuck.
Good for you. What would most dressage types call what's going on when it doesn't work?
Resistance.
Yes. It is not resistance. It is him going, what the hell? What a good pumpkin. So you can just ride around. Let's say I don't care if we do this or not. But since you have come to that conclusion, which I think is absolutely right, you could just ride around moving the throat latch about, no flying changes for a little bit, and say, hey, I have just discovered the root of all evil. And it's not money. Do you know what the real quote is? Were you raised religious?
No, not at all.
It's amazing how many quotes like that there are that everybody thinks they know. It is not money is the root of all evil. Do you know what it is?
What is it? Mm-mm.
It is the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, it always comes back to man.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Good for you. So you zero in on a priority, huh?
Yes, I'm going to zero in on the throat latch for it.
Yes. All right. So you say, no wonder my flying changes are a bit of a mess. Some of them. I can't keep your throat latch out of the bloody way. And then we discover new developments, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeedy.
Good boy.
Yes. Good. So you're dead right. That's a problem. Huh?
Good boy.
Do you hear what I said? Is that an answer?
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you ask me a question?
Shall I just go away now? I said, yeah, it doesn't matter what I said. But anyway, clearly this needs addressing, huh?
Yes, this is the issue right here.
It is exactly the issue. And if somebody just says, well, now flex him left and then do your change, and it doesn't work to flex him left, and then the rider gets all grabby and noxious and pulling. Oh, well done.
There. Good boy.
Yep, well done. Yeah.
Good boy.
Elbows came too much back and up. They should have gone out and down.
Yeah. Oh, he just grunted like a pig. He just oinked. That is funny. Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly. So no wonder some of the changes don't work so well because he's so. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Because what you do before isn't successful enough. I just thought of another expression that's ill used, incorrectly used. Do you know that expression, the proof is in the pudding?
Yes.
That's not
I
the,
just heard this one the other day. It's something about you have to let the pudding proof, right?
the real expression is the proof of the pudding is in the eating.
Ah,
But we tend to
shorten it.
shorten those things, yeah. And sometimes it's just amusing and harmless and all like that, but sometimes it actually means something.
Sometimes it loses its entire point.
Yes,
Good.
exactly.
Good. What a good
So
boy.
I think we've really uncovered the issue
What a
here,
good
huh?
boy.
Hello? Hello?
What a good boy. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, we've uncovered the issue here, huh?
Yep.
When you try to get the throat latch out of the way so he can make an easy change, he goes, oh no, cannot be. Ah, much better. It's all right. Mistakes are allowed as long as you follow through on the intent, yeah?
Yes.
And that could take days, even weeks, but that's nothing compared to years of misery. Nothing. Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy.
All right, I think I'd leave him on that.
That's
it.
definitely the issue.
Huh?
So that's definitely the issue.
Oh,
The
yeah.
adjustability and the throat latch.
Right. So when you separate the issues, it's on my list. Prioritize the issues, it's on my list. You make discoveries, huh?
Yes.
Rather than just saying, oh, he's dull, oh, he's resistant, oh, he's being a pig. No, very unlikely. What a dumpling. He says,
was
I
good.
have.
Oops, I scared him.